Hello, hello, hello. Good morning and welcome to Abundantly Me. Now, this one is tender. It's tender. I almost wasn't about to post this one tender, truly. But God was like, oh, you gonna do that. You gonna post it. He said, you're gonna say this one out loud. So here I am. A little while ago, God started removing things from my life, right? Certain music, masturbation, emotional clutter, and distractions that I didn't even realize was distractions. I didn't resist because I felt like it was him. It wasn't like I was striving. I didn't have to strive. It was an easy release. I wasn't being holier than thou. I was just following the pull. I felt like God was pruning me, not punishing me. And it wasn't me trying to be good. It was him sharpening my discernment. Now, somewhere along the line, I started to think, maybe this is who I'm supposed to be now. So no more pop, no more jazz, no more R&B, no more Kanye. I don't really, just trust me. Even songs that felt joyful or almost nostalgic, I avoided them. And that was not because God said so, but it was because I felt like that's what he wanted. I assumed that's what he wanted. It wasn't obedience anymore. It was performance. And honestly, I didn't realize that I crossed that line. Truly. I thought I was honoring God. But really, I created a little religious prison. That's what I did. I was building a religious prison. Now, another time. There was a moment that I needed to release some energy, if you catch my drift, right? I'm not someone that even, but I needed to. It was not lustful. It wasn't a lust thing. It wasn't sinful. It was just a release, just something human. But afterwards, I felt horrible. Not because God convicted me, but because I did. I had created an image of what healed and what holy looked like. And I now didn't match that. I now didn't match it. And God whispered, I delivered you, but I didn't ask you to be God. I didn't ask you to be your own God. Now that got me. The scariest part is I wasn't trying to be self-righteous. I wasn't trying to perform for people. I really thought that I was doing this thing for God. Truly. I thought I was in surrender. I thought, if this is what he started, let me protect it. Let me maintain it. Let me never go backwards. But slowly I wasn't listening to him anymore. I was listening to the version of him that I created in my mind. The version that wanted perfection. But God didn't ask for perfection. He asked for trust. He asks for trust. All right, so one day I was riding with my son. He was riding in the car, chilling, and an old Kanye West song came on. I was gonna say the song, but I'm not gonna do it. Just know it was an old Kanye West song. We were vibing, singing, laughing, okay? Just living, enjoying ourselves. And as soon as it was over, I started to feel guilty. I started to feel, how ridiculous is that, right? I'm like, oh no, am I backsliding? I said, this is so wild to me. Because I'm not like a baby Christian. But I am very much a baby wherever I am on this walk with God. I'm a baby something. I know. But because it's beneath you, it's so crazy. It's just crazy. Anyway, I'm like, am I grieving the spirit, Lord? And in that moment, I felt God say, you're not going backwards. You're learning to breathe again. Oh, Father. You see, that music didn't pull me into sin. It reminded me that I'm human. I'm still human. I still have taste and memory and rhythm and joy. And I thank you for it, Lord. And that doesn't disqualify me. No, it doesn't. Here's what I realized. God wasn't removing things to trap me in a lifestyle. He was teaching me to listen. Teaching me the difference in his voice and my guilt, the difference in his conviction and my control, the difference in his pruning and my punishment. He was sharpening my discernment. But you see, I took his words. I took what he was saying and I turned it into a rule book. I keep hearing people say that there's no formula for this walk with God. And I know this. I say that. Okay? Live this. I walk that. I know it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've been raised on that understanding. But sometimes when God speaks directly to me, I still run to Google. I'll still run to a pastor. I'll still run to a friend. I'll be like, what should I do next? What do I need to read next? Confirm, please. Help me make sure. That's the truth. The thing is, he told me. He told me. I just need to trust that he actually talks to me. And honestly, maybe that's the scariest part. Believing that we can hear him. We can be led with no formula. It's just, sometimes he'll ask you to let go of something for a moment, a month, or a lifetime. But the peace that follows it, that's what confirms that it's him, because he is peace. I got in my own way. I mistook silence for punishment. I mistook change for chains. Truly. But I'm learning now, surrender isn't static. It's relational. It's me saying, all right, God, okay, I trust you. Even if you don't say anything right now. Even if you don't say anything back to me right now. So here I am, back at the drawing board again, at the beginning of the drawing board again, ready to let him lead. Not from fear, not from control, not from image, but from trust. Listen, I'm not perfect. I know this. I know I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be either. I just want to be obedient and real. I want to be real. I want y'all to see that. That's it. So, if you ever felt like you boxed yourself into a version of yourself, a version of God approved, that was more so out of fear than faith, you're not alone. Let's breathe again. Whew, let's listen again. Let's trust again. I love you guys.